Hey crypto bros, hope you guys are having a great day wherever you are and you're enjoying the current state of the market. We're going to be taking a look at some statistical data in regards to the problem that BAX is trying to solve overall around the world. But we're also going to look at the Bitcoin chart. I'm going to show you something that only has happened once, which is actually playing into our strategy of where our key target area is. All right, let's go ahead and get into the video, guys. So again, we're talking in regards to Babb. This is an article here, statistical data, that survey that was done that shows how many unbanked people there are and if they have access to internet and mobile phones and if they're active on social media. So one thing I want to throw at you guys is again, the unbanked is a major issue around the world. Many people, more than 1 trillion people, don't have access to banking systems or services. So it's a huge problem that Babb is looking to solve. So let's look at some data here. Okay, so it says here. Looked at how 21% of young adults aged 20 to 34 in the UK live with their parents. That equates to 2.7 million people who are unlikely to be named on their utility bills, have credit cards, pay rent, or mortgage. On a global scale, however, the numbers of people without readily accessible bills or statements are far higher. So, why do I mention this? Well, the reason I mention this is because the KYC process, right? With Babb, you go ahead and download the iOS or Android version, and basically the process is so seamless. You don't have to upload any bank statements, you don't have to upload any utility bills, basically to get access to a bank account, a GPP Sterling account, right? You just have to upload a government photo ID, which everybody in the world most likely has already, right? So if you're a citizen of that country, you'll mostly have a government issued based ID that you can upload to Babb, and the KYC process is so quick and so fast that all it does is verify you using AI tools, and voila, you got access to a bank account. But that's not my main concern here, even though this opens many doors with the KYC process. That is not my main concern here, guys. My main concern here is this chart that we're looking at here, okay? So I'm going to bring up some key data here. So if we go to, for example, I'm going to name Iraq here, okay? So just to give you an example, we're going to look at other countries, but for example, Iraq, guys. You can see here in this column, right, adults with a bank account, mobile phone connections, and internet users, okay? So we can see that 22.7% of citizens only have access to a bank account. However, 103% of that population has access to mobile phone, a mobile phone connection. Okay, and out of those, right, the whole population, only 75% have internet access. So there shouldn't be this discrepancy in data, right? Why only 22.7% have access to a bank account? This number should be a lot higher. Well, this is where Babb can come in and basically provide utility to these unbanked population, right? So you have 22% only have access to a bank account, but 103% have access to a mobile phone connection. So if that population, the unbanked people, were to download the Babb application, this number would be a lot higher, guys. So you can see where Babb comes in as a utility for the unbanked here. You can see this number should be a lot higher, especially when a lot of people have access to internet connection and they have access to phone. Let's look at other examples. So you can see Kazakhstan. So we'll go to Kazakhstan here, guys, and you can see 58% only have bank accounts, where 136% have access to a mobile internet connection, and 79% of them have access to the internet. So Babb can be a very useful utility here for them. We'll look at Morocco, for example. Morocco as well too. So Morocco, 28% only have a bank account, 118% have access to a mobile phone connection, Okay, and then here you have 69% have access to the internet. Okay, Babb can be very, very useful in Morocco as well too. We'll look at other countries. So Pakistan as well too. So Pakistan, 21%. Okay, have access to a bank account, 75%, and so forth. So 75 access to internet phone connection, and 35% have access to the internet. Okay. We can continue on, guys. Last one I'm going to show you here is Peru. Okay, Peru, 42% have access to a bank account, 116%. Again, a huge number here with the internet, with phone access, and 73%, a huge number with internet. So this number should be a lot higher, right? And this is where Babb can actually play in. So again, a lot of countries, Vietnam, Philippines, as well too. And that's not just to say these third world countries, guys. I'm going to show you something as well too here, statistical data. Okay, we're going to look at data here from the FDIC. Okay, so this is a national survey of the unbanked and underbanked households. This was basically a survey that was done, which shows that almost more than 3 to 4 million people in the United States don't have access, okay, to a bank account. Okay, now you're talking about the United States of America, guys. Okay, you're talking about US. Almost 4 to 6 million people don't have access to a bank account. Okay, now, you know, if you look at this data, it's very mind-boggling that a country like this has this much number of users that don't have access to a bank account. So in the United States, Babb can be very, very useful. However, I think the third world countries is a phenomenal way to start, you know, bringing in financial inclusion to everyone. Literally, it does not cost you much to, or at all, it doesn't cost you nothing to open a Babb bank account, guys. So pretty cool stuff. Just showing you some data in regards to this. Also, some more statistical data I was able to gather as well too. Even in Russia, the world's sixth largest economy, more people own smartphone than they actually have a bank account. So Babb can be useful there. Another data I want to throw at you guys, only 36%, so almost 37% of Mexico have a bank account, okay? But in the country, sorry guys, getting a call here. In the country with the 11th largest economy, 69% of the population have access to the internet and active social media. So there's a huge amount of people that are unbanked around the world, and I think Babb is in the right place, especially with what's happening with the banking system right now and the problem they're trying to solve. So they are in the right place at the right time, and guys, you're in for a ride. A lot of things are going to be changing, so don't underestimate what Babb is actually doing, guys. The building takes time, so I just want to let you know of these key data to look at, guys. Now you can go at iQuant.com and find more information. You can go to the FDIC. You can gather more data there as well too, if you wanted to take a look at this key information here. But let's go ahead and take a look at the Bitcoin price and show you guys this strategy that we've been talking about here. Again, we've been talking about the 3-day, again testing the 55-day moving average, as you can see here, guys. So price came here on the 55 green moving average and then bounced off of that. Now usually when that bounce happens, it gives us about approximately a 48 to 50%. No, sorry, this is from the bottom, my apologies. So from the bottom to the top of this, which would be a 67%, and that's where that 200-day moving average comes in, guys. Okay, the white line that you see here, that's a 200-day moving average. We've been talking about this as a key critical area where Bitcoin can get rejected at, which is the $32,000 to $33,000 area, right? So based off our back testing, looking at on the 3-day, every time that Bitcoin has come down to that 55-day moving average, right? We back tested this. We looked at we looked at the strategy here. I'll bring it up just so you guys can actually see this here. Let me bring this up. Okay, and we're gonna bring up the Bitstamp chart so you guys can actually see this. Okay, so again, this is on the 3-day. Every time the 55-day moving average, price came down to the 55-day moving average, tested that key area. We basically got around, again, from the bottom of that to the 200-day moving average, about 67%. Okay, and if we look at the 5-day, so this is what I want to show you guys, right? If we go to the 5-day here, we look at the 5-day. The rejection of the 200-day moving average has only happened once on the 5-day, guys, okay? And it happened approximately right here, guys, okay? And this was about, okay, this was about from the actual rejection to the bottom of this was a 38% drop. Now, if price, again, if this strategy were to work out, which we are so far, it's a profitable strategy. If we were to get rejected from there and we were to get a 38 to 40% drop, where would that put us approximately? That puts us around the $19,000 to $20,000 area, guys. Okay, so a key area of confluence comes in here, guys, for us. Okay, key area, you can see a lot of support here. Okay, so we're gonna have to wait and see how price reacts. Again, I still believe there is a more of a push in this drive up to the $32,000 to $33,000 area. However, we're gonna have to wait. Okay, we're gonna have to wait and see where are the rejection points come in. Again, there is much FUD coming around at this moment in regards to Bitcoin. Again, resistance here, resistance here. So it makes sense why we are coming at this resistance zone here. But I do believe we can break above it, and this will be a key resistance area for us, the 33,000 area. And if we were to drop, again, based off of this, if we were to drop, guys, this would put us around $19,000 to $20,000 area. Anyways, I'll leave you off with that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you are brand new here. And until next time, bros, as always, stay profitable.